Hello everyone, my name is Maggie and welcome back to my taste bud trip around the world with Universal Yums. This month we have our pink Valentine's Day box from the Ukraine because it is February. So, you know, why not be festive? So let's open it up and see what we got. Alrighty, says welcome to Ukraine. Off we go to Ukraine. What you might know about Italy? In the town of Klevin lies a train tunnel to trees known as Tunnel Kohania, Tunnel of Love. Local legend has it, couples who enter will be magically granted eternal love. If their love is true, of course. As such, it's a wildly popular destination for lovebirds, like the Yum Lovin' Bride on your sticker. What you might not know, since 1991, the Ukrainian government has fought for their capital to be spelled Kiev rather than Kiev. What's the difference? Well, the Kiev is the Russian version, so Ukrainians prefer Kiev, as it preserves their unique national identity. We're happy to adopt Kiev, and after you taste how one-of-a-kind Ukraine really is, we think you will be too. Listen, from folk epics to girl group hits, find it all on our Ukraine playlist at universalyums.com/tunes. Speak in Ukraine, smarchnoho can mean delicious or enjoy your food, depending on the context. Example, the yums in this box are smarchnoko. Oh Lord. We think you'll really smarchnoko. Oh God. There you go. I'm going to butcher this language. So that was however that long. Anyway, let's move on to food. And we will start here. Ooh, with roasted garlic rye chips. Those sound delicious. Ukraine's crunchy, punchy obsession. Time for a riddle. This Yums package is a reference to Ukraine's most popular food, found on bakery shelves in iconic brown paper bags. Do you know what it is? Drum roll, please. It's bread. Ukraine is one of the largest grain exporters in the world. The country didn't get its nickname, the breadbasket of Europe, for nothing. The secret behind the local bread bounty? Super fertile black soil, which produced over 82 million tons of grain in 2019 alone. Grain is literally stitched into Ukrainian culture. The country's yellow and blue flag symbolizes golden fields of it under a clear blue sky. So, did you guess correctly? Either way, reward yourself with one of these garlicky, finger-licking good rye chips and get ready for tons more delicious fun and grains on our spectacular Ukrainian adventure. All right, let's see. That didn't help. Oh, they're in plastic. You can't smell something that's in plastic. You have to open up the plastic. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay. So, it smells like a hint of garlic. Definitely, once you taste it, not so much a garlic smell, but it packs a garlic punch in the taste. So you have to like garlic to like these, let me tell you. Fortunately, I love garlic, so I could go on with these. And they are quite crunchy, as you can tell from all the crunchiness that I'm giving you. Really good though. Okay, we have the, oh gosh, oh dear, oh no, wasabi chip strips. Huh. Yay. Can you handle Ukraine's spiciest chip? So I am not a wasabi fan because, hey, if you've watched any of these, you know that I cannot stand spiciness. But I will try it. Let's see. Ukrainians can handle their spice. Exhibit A, one of the most popular alcoholic drinks, Horetka, literally burning water. Oh my god, burning water is often infused with red hot chili peppers. Exhibit B, this yum. These long rectangular chips might appear delicate and thin, but don't be fooled. They're speckled with incredibly strong, ridiculously hot wasabi flavored. Oh, yay. One flaky bite and you'll be reaching for a glass of water. Just make sure it's not burning water. God. Okay, well, luckily I have my water right by me, just in case there was anything spicy here. I have learned my lesson, because I cannot handle my spice. That has that's like more than speckled. That has a lot of wasabi on it. I'm just saying. I'm kind of scared to eat it. All right, here we go. Oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's actually kind of good. It's more about the chip flavor, really. And it's like you can barely taste that wasabi. Really, it depends on which way you put it in your mouth. I tried it both ways. If you put it in with the wasabi facing towards the roof of your mouth, you get basically nothing. Because obviously, you know, the taste buds are on the tongue. And if you put it on your tongue with the wasabi towards your tongue, you get the wasabi flavor, but it's not that strong. It's just kind of like a little bolts of wasabi, and then it just dies down immediately. So it's not really spicy at all. With their description of it, I was expecting a lot worse. My goodness. So they described it horribly, let me tell you. However, if that is their spiciest chip, that was a breeze. Okay, I'm in for a smooth ride, you know? I can handle the rest. Let's see. We have Veal and Adjika chips. Ukraine's spicy beef obsession in a chip. Look, they're spicy. Time for another hot commodity. Adjika. This punchy paste, made with red pepper, garlic, and herbs and spices like coriander and dill, actually originated in Abkhazia, Georgia, the country, not the state. When it spread to Ukraine, locals made it their own by adding a heaping helping of tomato and using it to add spicy flavor to veggies, veal, and everything in between, including these Adjika and veal chips. Well, it does smell like it's some sort of meat. That's kind of the flavor I'm getting. I'm not getting any spiciness at all. That's like a flat to me. Maybe I'll try one with that looks like it has more. Okay, this one looks like it has more flavor on it. Okay, I'm getting more of a tang to that one, but I'm still like I'm barely getting any spice. I would not say that this is correct. This is not a correct description, but it does have a lot of flavor to it. It's a lot of different spices, but it's not spicy. Kind of reminds me of like you're at a kind of like at a barbecue or something. You ordered some sort of like a meat for your entree, and this is what you got. But it's good. I like it. Moving on, we have sweetened condensed milk cream cakes. Creamy, rich, and drizzled with loco cocoa. Sometimes super sweet things can come out of really dark times, and this yum is proof. After World War II, Ukraine faced food shortages that forced folks to get creative in the kitchen, especially for dessert, which is where sweetened condensed milk or shonka came in handy. Locals used it to stick together bits of leftover baked goods, making simple and sweet no-bake cakes. Fortunately, Ukraine has recovered since its post-World War II food shortages, but sweetened condensed milk cakes, like this decadent variety, remains as popular as ever. See, Golden Key mini cakes with condensed milk cream. All right. It's really good. I think that with these type of cakes, it always plays a trick of my mind. Like, they always have some sort of coffee flavor, but there is no coffee in them. I mean, maybe it's just like the condensed milk that I'm tasting. Part of my mind thinks like, is that coffee? Is that not? But it's good. But the thing is I hate coffee. So it's interesting. But I'm like, it's not a bad flavor, but it almost tastes like coffee. It's so weird. Why do I like this flavor? It almost tastes like coffee. I'm so confused. Let's see. Baked milk and dark chocolate wafer. Taste the famous baked milk caramel. Ever had the intense desire to simmer milk for over 8 hours? No, I didn't. Probably not, unless you're Ukrainian. That's the process behind making baked milk, a delicious local breakfast drink. When heated, the milk's amino acids and sugars undergo a chemical reaction that transforms ordinary dairy into a creamy, caramely sensation, which you'll find slathered onto this yum, between a whopping 11 layers of crispy wafer and a coating of dark chocolate. So I wonder what the outcome is going to be of the aftertaste, because, you know, milk chocolate has that horrible aftertaste, but dark chocolate doesn't. Let's find out. It's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I hate that. I absolutely hate that. You know that aftertaste that I talk about for milk chocolate? You get that immediately. That is that taste. Oh my God. That's disgusting. Like, it's a great first taste. But then, like, a few seconds later, all you get is that milk chocolate aftertaste. Oh my God. Okay, one bite was enough. Thanks. Fruit juice filled with caramel toffee. Oh, there's 3 of them. There are strawberry, apricot, and blueberry. It has a little monkey on it. That's cute. Minky Binky, a cartoon monkey. Toffee filled with fruit juice. Oh, we get it. This yum seems a little kooky. The 2 factories that make this yum in the cities of Venezia and Creme are responsible for producing 60% of all the caramels in the Ukraine. So they started monkeying around a bit, I get it, with their basic product lineup, combining fruit and toffee and naming it after a cartoon monkey called Minky Binky. Who are we to judge? Especially when the result is so delicious, it's straight up bananas. I believe this is the apricot. Okay, let's see. It is the apricot. It's not bad, but it has a lot of toffee and not that much fruit juice. So you're kind of just like waiting for the juice to come. It's good, but it's just the comparison. I wish there was more juice compared to how much toffee there is. I understand why, just because it's probably cheaper to get the toffee than it is to get the juice, you know? But still. Okay, so let's try the blueberry. Yeah, see, they're all the same on the outside. And it tastes exactly like blueberry. So I honestly think they use real juice. Yeah, They do use real juice. All right, and then we have our juice-filled fruit jellies. Pink grapefruit, juicy cranberry, and more. Ukrainian fruit jelly is very, very tasty. Enough to save a city, in fact. Okay. According to a legend, the city of Belgorod Kievsky was under siege in the 10th century when an old prophet advised citizens to make two fake wells, the first filled with mead and the second filled with kissel, Ukrainian berry jelly. When the invaders arrived, they tasted the food and drink that seemingly came from the earth itself and were so impressed they left the city unharmed. Too bad the city was destroyed during an invasion a few hundred years later. Ready to try some of Ukraine's legendary jelly for yourself? I sure am. So I don't think there's any way to tell on these what kind they are on the outside. So let's just open one up and try it. It's red. I don't know. I'm like trying, my eyes are trying to figure out the flavor. I think that was cranberry. All right, and then we have a green one. There's something inside, and I think it's juice. Right, that's lime, which, you know, who's really surprised with that? Creme Brûlée milk chocolate bar. Ukraine's most decadent chocolate? You decide. You may be asking, isn't creme brulee from France? And you'd be right. Ukraine has long taken inspiration from the French. Just look at the country's most famous dish, chicken Kiev. In the 1840s, Russian royals sent chefs to Paris to learn from culinary masters. When they returned to Kiev, they created a chicken version of a French veal dish. And voila! Chicken Kiev. This yum, also made in Kiev, takes gooey French creme brulee and adds luxurious Ukrainian chocolate, creating, in our opinion, one of the world's best chocolate bars. Okay, here we are, the Russian. Okay, well, it smells like chocolate. It's filled, obviously. Okay, so it's filled like that. Interesting. I can't really taste the inside cream. It just tastes like a plain milk chocolate bar to me. Yeah, the inside cream like has no flavor at all. It's not a bad chocolate bar. It's just not extremely memorable. You know? That's how I would put it. Ooh, excuse me. However, I haven't gotten that aftertaste yet, so that's a plus. But yeah, it's not that memorable to me. Let's move on. Let's see what we have. We have dark chocolate and almond wafer. There go the motorcycles. So we have Ukraine's sweetest, nuttiest, and biggest wafer. It looks about the same size as the last one. So I don't know why it says it's biggest. But anyway, that's just a side thought. Not so long ago, almonds were considered an extraordinary nut in Ukraine, imported exclusively through the port city of Odessa from far-off Mediterranean destinations. Now, Odessa and the regions surrounding are proud producers themselves, making the nut much more accessible, but no less special, as you'll taste with this extraordinarily delicious 11-layered wafer with rich dark chocolate and real grated almonds. So yes, this one is the same size. I'm just saying, you know, 11 layers, 11 layers. But dark chocolate and almonds is... Oh, there's something it says on the inside. Not that I'd be able to read it. Oh, it has that almond scent. Interesting. It's a very earthy bar. That's what I taste. It's gonna sound really weird, but if you've ever made a s'more, right? and you've burnt your marshmallow, right? That's the flavor that I'm tasting. A burnt marshmallow. Don't ask me why. I smell the almonds. I don't really taste the almonds. I had to get a couple bites into it before I could pinpoint the taste, because I was like, there's something I'm tasting that I don't know exactly what it is, but that is exactly the flavor of a burnt marshmallow. Which that's how I eat my marshmallows, in s'mores. So, you know, but maybe you don't like that. Maybe you do. I think the 11 layers is a little hard to chew. The first bite, it's a little dense. What's nice though is it's dark chocolate, so you don't have to have that aftertaste. I like it. It's a very nice bar. Caramel Bubble White Chocolate Bar. The champagne of Ukrainian chocolate. One of the world's largest confectionaries, Russian produces over 450,000 tons of treats every year. From chocolates to caramels to jellies to biscuits to cakes. The Willy Wonka-esque mastermind behind it all, Ukraine's former president, Petro Poroshenko. In 1996, long before his presidency began in 2014, Poroshenko started Russian, quickly earning the nickname Chocolate King. Here, you'll taste his company's latest innovation, white chocolate aerated to make tiny bubbles, creating a melting experience that Wonka could have only dreamt of. All right. Whew. It wants to come out. There it is. Okay, so you see those little bubbles there? So that's what we're eating. You know what's interesting? If you put your tongue up to the bubbles while it's in your mouth, you can like feel and hear it popping. It's a very interesting experience. I'm not really getting much of that caramel taste. I'm kind of getting more of a white chocolate taste. But it melts really fast. It's very creamy and it's very thick. Very thick. No, I like it though. We have fizzy citrus candies. Bursting with Ukrainian lime, orange, and cola. Get ready to pack her up with a different kind of bubbly innovation. Shapuchka, known to English speakers as Fizzy Boom, is a Ukrainian candy that mimics the fizziness of soda by combining sodium with sour citric acid to create tingling bubbles in your mouth. It's not hard to see why they're explosively popular candies in Ukraine, especially among local kids. These were our 3 favorite flavors: orange, lime, and cola. To get you as close as possible to the soda experience. I mean, yay, cola. All right, so I have 3 colas and 1 lime. Okay, well here is the lime. Okay, by the way, I don't like lime either. That first taste in your mouth, it has like this, it's like dusted with something, or like some initial lime flavor. Oh my God, so strong. And I am not a fan of lime. It dies down after you get it off, but Jesus, it's calmer now. Now it's just that like regular lime flavor, but that was intense first flavor. And now it's just kind of like, okay, when is that fizziness gonna come? It can come at any time, you know. Okay, that fizziness never came. Now I get to try the cola one. Yay. Maybe the lime one was a dud. Obviously, the cola is brown. It was terrible. Although I will say, I like this one the most out of all of them that I've tried so far. But that's not saying a whole lot. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh wait, stop. It fizzed for like a second. Probably for like 1 second. And then it stopped. These are the worst fizzy candies I've ever had. Like, they don't fizz at all. And they taste bad. To me. Okay. So, yeah. So those, the lime one was like, it didn't fizz at all. The cola, I mean, y'all know how I think about cola. It's disgusting. And then I felt the fizz for like probably a second. And then it stopped. And I was like, wait, where did it go? All right, next is creamy toffee squares. Soft Ukrainian toffee and velvety cream filling. Ukrainians have been innovating with milk toffees and caramel for centuries, and not just because they're delicious, because they're practical. Okay, and also delicious. Folks in rural areas needed to make farm fresh products like milk last through the frigid winters, so they combined their raw milk with sugar, creating tons of long-lasting milk treats like this yum. Their latest innovation? Adding little ridges to the surface, making for more buttery, toffee-tastic creaminess in every bite. Toffee has never been my favorite thing, to say the least, but here we go. It smells very creamy. It smells like toffee is what it smells like. Wow, you can really taste that butter. It doesn't taste exactly like butter, but it's like, you can definitely taste that there's a lot of butter in it. I'm like trying to like this, but I'm not a fan of toffee. Creamy deluxe bar. No. I will stay away from the deluxe bar. Can I have the regular bar that doesn't have all of that crap in it? Yeah, so that was, it tasted like it had a lot of sugar and butter in it. You can definitely tell that it's a dairy product. Let me tell you. I'm like, huh, dairy in it? Yes. I'm just not a fan. But hey, if you like toffee, then that is definitely a true toffee experience, because it says it right there, it's deluxe. You know, it is made for the toffee lover. Right. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, we have one more. Summer fruit jellies. A summer in Kiev with pear, apricot, and more. Dairy is hardly the only thing Ukrainians are traditionally pros at preserving. They're experts with fruit, too. Berries are boiled into sweet jam known as vereny. Apricots and peaches are dried to be later mixed with hot sugary water to make the dessert beverage compote. And believe it or not, some locals swear by pickling watermelon. Our favorite? These extra sweet, soft jelly candies made with real fruit juice, which allows Ukrainians and you to enjoy summertime faves all year long. Pickling watermelon? I suppose. You know, that reminds me, I'm reading Little Women just now, and I'm on that chapter where Amy brings pickled limes to school, and I was like, excuse me, pickled limes? Huh? Pickled limes? Who pickles limes? Maybe it's a thing? But anyway, back to food. It looks like a little, like, house or something. Okay. Watermelon. They're good. So they're the shapes of the fruit that they are. So like this is cherry. Sounds good. It's really good. And you have a strawberry here. It's very fruity. And it had, oh my goodness, that's so much sugar. Wow, this is really sugary. Let me tell you. And they're very soft, so you don't have to chew them that hard. So they really captured the flavor of some better than others, because that strawberry did not taste like strawberry at all. It tasted like some, I don't know what it tasted like. But the pear and the cherry definitely, those tasted true to flavor. I don't really feel like tasting them all. But yeah, so that was the whole box. So, what did I think of Ukraine? Overall, I thought it was really nice. I thought the descriptions of the items were a little misleading. The spicy items were not spicy. Or, you know, the wasabi had like a little hint, but not that much. I think there was only like one item that I disliked, which surprisingly was the chocolate. But the rest of it, I really enjoyed. It was a lot better than last month's, I thought. I was really happy we didn't get any cheese. So that was exciting. Yay. They put a lot of sugar into this box. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And what I noticed is they put a lot of the same type of thing into this box, which was like the jellies. I can understand on one hand why, because Ukraine apparently is known for jellies. But you know, we don't need 4 different types of jelly. Slow your roll there, you know. I can get Ukraine's jelly love with, you know, 1. I'll be okay. I mean, like they were saying, Ukraine's flag represents the sun over golden fields of wheat or something, and we only got 1 bread item. So if anything, I would have expected there to be more bread, but nonetheless, I really enjoyed this month, and I thank you for coming along with me on my taste bud trip around the world. Feel free to like and subscribe, or not, and I will see you next time. Do побачення.